Okay, to graph, okay, y equal a sine nx or y equal a cos nx, we need to write down two things. Okay, so the first thing is amplitude. Okay, in front of sine x or cos x is amplitude. Okay, amplitude. Okay, and the period you need to write down. Okay, period is 360 over n or 2 pi over n. Okay, so 360 over n is the same as 2 pi over n. Depends whether you want to graph in radian or degree mode. Okay, now let's say example, y is equal to, let's say sine x. Yeah, easy one first, sine x. So step number one, first of all, I run to the amplitude. Okay, in front of sine x is 1, so 1. Okay, period is 2 pi over n. Okay, n is in front of x. In front of x is 1, so 2 pi over 1 is 2 pi. Okay, so let's say I want to sketch between 0 and 2 pi. Okay, 0 2 pi. Alright, so that means I only draw one period. So let's see. Okay, we just draw this, and then let's say, because I use grid because it makes it easier for me. That's all. Y, x and y here. Okay, so now let's say 2 pi, because one period cut into 4 pieces, so I got 1 2 3 4, so this is 2 pi. Okay, so 2 pi, so this is half of that is pi. Okay, so pi over 2 pi, 2 pi over 2 3 pi. Amplitude is 1, so roughly I can put here, this is 1, this is -1, sorry, -1. Alright, so this is 1 and -1. Now these are the point that you put in calculator if you don't know what sine graph look like, right? So which is, of course, at the beginning we just put number in. Now if you put 0 here, if you put sine 0, okay, if you put sine 0, it should give you 0. Okay, then this point. Now this one here, this when x is pi over 2, is either up or down. That's the only two options. Now if you put in your calculator sine pi over 2, and don't forget your calculator must be in radian mode, right? So if you type it in your calculator, it should give me 1. Okay, so it's 1. So the next move will be go to pi is 0, and then it go down -1, and then move up. Okay, so if you connect together, okay, just look where you're going, and then that's it. Okay, so that is sine graph. Okay, so it's like this. Now let's say if I'm gonna write graph, let's say y equal, let's say negative sine of x. Yeah, so negative sine of x is just flip. Okay, original graph sine x, just flip it. So that means -1, 1 become -1, 1 become -1, -1 become 1. So this is what it look like. Okay, for negative graph. See, that's all. Okay, for that. Now let's say I'm gonna draw cos graph together as well. I just wipe this off. Okay, so that's not too much graph in one graph, so I just clear that first. Okay, let's say I'm gonna draw cos graph together. Okay, so let's say y equal, let's say cos of x. Yeah, now step number one, remember I'm gonna write down what's the amplitude. 1, that is right. Okay, so then, and then the period is 2 pi over n. N is in front of x, which is 1, so which is 2 pi. Okay, so it's exactly the same period of sine x. Okay, now it's exactly the same, so I just use this point. Okay, these are the point that I'm going to put on calculator. Okay, so this is 0, pi over 2 pi, 2 pi over 2, and 2 pi. Okay, so if I put cos 0, because it's 0 here, you put cos 0, you should get 1. Okay, then because it's type 1, the next point it should be go down to 0. You got no choice. Alright, and then the next one is go down as well, and then it go up and then up. Okay, so because that's one period, because you start at 1 and you end at 1 as well. So when you sketch it, this one, it's not go straight, okay, to 1, because in fact it's curved because it start from this end as well, okay, and going down. Is that okay? So that's what it meant. So now I'm just, hang on, I'll just redo this. Okay, I just clear that first. Now I start from 1, okay, going down, and again remember, look where you're going, okay, and I go this, going up and going that. Okay, so this is it. So this is cos graph. Okay, cos graph is look like that, and then sine graph is this one here. Okay, so that's what it look like. Okay, thank you for watching this video.